Hello, beloved friends. It is such a delight to be with you here today and to open our hearts and our beings to our message of one humanity, many stories. I just came from a conference of that conversation, and I really want to share it further because I think that so many of us understand that we are human and we are divine. We are spiritual and we are in the human dimension. And how do we reconcile those things and to recognize that our story is more than this worldly consciousness, and that we don't want to be connected and defined by our stories, and yet our stories have been the stepping stones of consciousness that have moved us into awareness of who we truly really are. I'm going to tell a story that some of you may have heard from me before, but it's a story that really is meaningful in my own journey. Years ago, I had the opportunity, I got invited to find the top interfaith leaders in Arizona to attend an event with the Dalai Lama. And in this experience, I was, just awed that I would be asked, and definitely helped reach out to others, and we identified the top 100 interfaith leaders that were going to join another 100 that were devoted to Dalai Lama at a special event where there were 200 of us, and he was going to have an interfaith panel. And so we're gathered in this room. It's tight in this room, and we're all gathered and waiting in anticipation and excitement to experience and meet the Dalai Lama, and the panel's sitting up, and all of a sudden I felt wash over me. I mean, it was so powerful. It was tears started to pour out of my eyes, and it was an experience that I had to think about. What experience was I having? What was I feeling in that moment? And I realized I was awakened to a level of compassion that I had never experienced before in my life. And I allowed it. It was just waving through, and the tears are running down my face. Well, about 2 minutes later, the Dalai Lama walked into that room, opened the door, and came in. And I knew in that moment that what had happened was that his clarity of who he was, the imprint of his soul that represents compassion, it was so refined and developed that it washed through and created that energetic experience before he ever entered. It went out before him. And I knew in that moment, I knew something significant had happened in my life, because I knew that everything I thought I was here to be and everything I thought I was here to do there was a different purpose. That the purpose was identifying, who am I? Who am I, and what energy is it that I hold and carry, and how can I release those things in the way of being that? In the way of being who I'm here to be as an imprint on this planet, that I can so carry that energy that it waves before me, that I can get so aligned with that in my being, that it waves before me and transforms those that experience that energy, that are open to experiencing it, and that others may not even know, but that energy is infusing in them. And I knew in that moment that that was the true purpose of life. To be a human presence that brings into existence the imprint of energy that I'm here to expand and bring forth in the world. For the Dalai Lama, it was compassion. And I really know mine is joy. It is an effervescing joy that is the essence of who I am. And I just want to invite you, as you consider the one humanity and the many stories that we live, what is the imprint of your true essence? The story of your life that is your highest self expressing in human form. All the other stories and all the other messages, they're there, but we have one imprint. And what is it that you're here to be, that you know yourself as, in such a way that it is undeniable, not just to you, but to everyone around you? Let us bring that human divine essence forth if we were each living at the power of that in our own lives, how we would transform the world by our being. So I want to invite you into that this week, and to come and join us this Sunday to experience more, to explore more of the humanity, the one humanity, but the many stories and ways that we live that and express it. That's on Sunday, 10:30 a.m. for our youth ministry and our Sunday celebration services at Unity Bay Area, Houston, 1911 Highway 3 South in League City. Whether you catch us there on Facebook Live or in the ethers, we just know you are the essence of life, the essence of light in your own unique vibration. Let's vibrate all that we are into this world. I'm here to vibrate joy with you. May you feel and know that essence shining through. God bless you, friends.